The Israelites had to cross the Red Sea to get into Granada land, the promised land, Israel. According to the Exodus story of the Bible found in the book of Exodus 14, verses 1 through 30, Moses led the Israelites from Egypt to the promised land. But they had to cross the Red Sea to get to the promised land, Granada land, because they were being chased by the Egyptians. Moses parted the Red Sea with his rod or staff so that the children of Israel could cross over to the promised land. The Egyptians that pursued Moses and the Israelites were drowned in the Red Sea. So far, you have seen maps and links showing you the state of California as an island and being separated by the Red Sea from Granada land, the promised land of Israel. The interesting thing about the land mass on the other side of the Red Sea, which was Granada, and see blog image and links of maps, is that Granada means Israel or the promised land, since the word Granada literally means pomegranate. In Spanish, the pomegranate is a symbol of the Star of David, a symbol of Judah, Israel, because when this fruit is fully bloomed, it resembles a six-pointed Star of David. See blog image. Previously, I demonstrated the power and riches of Granada land, Israel, promised land, by proving that the mythical 7 golden cities of Cibola were real. Cibola, Shambhala, Shamballa, is the origin of the word Calicus. Calicus, capital Calus, which was a Roman Jewish colony in America, means promised land. Additionally, the state of California has its own holy land in San Diego, California, called Tierra Santa. Tierra Santa, Spanish for holy land or holy ground, is a community within the city of San Diego, California. California is also called the Golden State because of its abundance of gold and is famous for its gold rush. Just to support the videos I shared from CoinDrop, capital KHANDROP and RFG, the chosen one, about the Americas being the land of milk and honey, we have to also factor in the golden kingdom of Queen Califia, capital KHALIFA, also capital CALIFIA, in California, and the 7 cities of Cibola, which was surrounded by a Lake Granada land. Queen Khalifa was a Moorish, Moorish, M-U-U-R-I-S-H, empress whose empire stretched from Hawaii to South America. History writes off Queen Khalifa as a Spanish myth because she went to war with the Spanish. However, Queen Khalifa was no myth. She was real, and she ruled over the Cushites or Ethiopians in the land of Cush, the Americas. Evidence to suggest that Queen Khalifa was real is the fact that she ruled over an island. The evidence in this pose confirms that the state of California, which was named after Queen Califia, was once an island that was separated by the Red Sea from the promised land of Israel or Granada land, the rest of mainland America. More evidence that Queen Califia was no myth is the fact that the seal of the state of California bears her image. See blog image. Also, a team of researchers has confirmed that Queen Khalifa and her Amazons were very real. This article is entitled The History of Queen Califia and the California Blacks. The DC comic book character Wonder Woman is based off of Queen Khalifa because Queen Khalifa was a witch, a priest queen, and a great warrior. Queen Califia was basically a female prester, P-R-E-S-T-E-R John. Totontiac is also one of the mythical golden cities of Cibola. So yes, there was more than 7 golden cities of Cibola. Totontiac is also on virtually all the Granada maps that I shared in this blog. So yes, it did exist too. There were 9 cities of gold in Granada land if you add in the golden city of Quivara, Totontiac, and the 7 cities of gold that surround the lake in Granada land. There were more than 9 because Queen Khalifa had a golden kingdom in California. Queen Khalifa used to walk around on gold dust because her kingdom was just that rich. Plus, there were cities of gold in Central and South America too that we can also factor in. The interesting thing about Totontiac is that Area 51 is built on top of this ancient golden city. We know that Granada is associated with Moors. Moors is capital M-A-U-R-S, capital M-U-U-R-S, and then capital M-O-O-R-S, a.k.a. Hebrew Israelite Moors, because Granada was the alma mater of the Moors and found a book. And I found a book, The Anatomy of Melancholy, what it is with all the kinds of causes, symptoms, by Robert Burton from 1628 that describes an inhabitant of Totontiac as being a barbarian, which is just code for Berber, Negro, Indian. From Totontiac, see blog image of the book diagram. Notice that the book quote also refers to inhabitant of Totontiac as a Saldanian Negro. Saladin was an Islamic blackamoor that was a general that fought during the medieval crusades. This is significant because of a major golden city like Totontiac had Melanite, dark or black inhabitants. That means that the other cities of Granada land were just as Melanite. According to the online etymological dictionary, which is 21 different sources, we read this from the etymology of the name Moor, M-O-O-R, North African Berber, late 14th C, from O.F.R.More, M-O-R-E, from M.L.Morus, M-O-R-U-S, from L, capital M-A-U-R-U-S, inhabitant of Mauritania, from G.K. Morus, perhaps a native name of Escornate, with Moros, M-A-U-R-O-S, black. Being a dark people in relation to Europeans, their name in the Middle Ages was a synonym for Negro, later 16C, period, 17C, used indiscriminately of Muslims, Persians, Arab, etc., but especially those in India. If you notice the second definition in the etymon, the name Moor also means Berber, which is one of our ancient race names as well. And the Negro laws of South Carolina of 1839 reads as such. The term Negro is confined to slave Africans, ancient Berbers, and their descendants. 2.1. The Cambridge Ancient History, Volume 11. The High Empire, A.D. 70 through 192. See image of the Negro law that states that Negroes are descendants of the ancient Berbers. Indians were also called niggers, which is a noun and adjective according to the Oxford English Dictionary. The black copper-colored people that inhabit the continent from Canada until Argentina have been called the Americans since almost 100,000 years before even the USA existed as a country. Mahogany is a reddish-brown color. It is approximately the color of the wood mahogany. American adjective pertaining to America. American noun, a native of America, originally applied to the Aboriginals or copper-colored races found here by the Europeans, but now applied to the descendants of Europeans born in America. Webster Dictionary 1828, Webster Dictionary 1828, American. The Granada expedition invasion had nothing to do with race, since the invasion was all about seizing Granada land, the promised land of Israel from the Muslims, but mostly the 7 golden cities of Cibola, in which he found, unfortunately, those 7 cities of gold were looted, and the gold was shipped to Rome, the Vatican, England, Spain, France, London, and other Illuminati families. The gold that was taken from the Americans enabled the Illuminati to take over the world. So now you all understand why Rome, the eagle, the phoenix, had to take the gold that once belonged to and was guarded by the Naga, N-A-G-A, dragon people, whom are the chosen people. Why were all of the corn places destroyed except for the first corn palace in South Dakota, Dragon Serpent, which still exists? Well, because the buildings did not fit in with the current narrative of the Americas being an uncivilized new world. So much of the old world, pre-mud flood, buildings were either destroyed or converted into federal buildings, courthouses, governor's mansions, Capitol buildings, post offices, state buildings, universities, and etc. Freemasonry also means the masonry that was free, because all Europeans had to do was dig out these Moorish Tartarian structures from the mud after the great comet of 1811-1812 had completely destroyed the old world order via massive earthquakes, massive tidal waves, massive volcano eruptions, a great mud flood, and etc.